I'm Leah Smith. I hope my last video piqued your interest in weight training to put life into your years. Emerging research points to the myokines in strong muscles performing a protective role in the prevention or postponement of cognitive decline, diseases such as cancer, and neurogenic disorders such as Parkinson's. It is hard to watch as my friends or their partners go through some of these illnesses now. If one person is motivated to change sedentary habits, I will have considered my YouTube adventure to be a success. If you have built up some muscle mass, this video will take you through the 5 essential weightlifting exercises in any weightlifting routine. Remember, you may be starting at a different place. Choose the program that meets you where you are and let it take you where you need to go. Slow down. Do fewer exercises with less weight, but don't stop. Be patient with yourself. Build gradually. Jesse's expertise as a professional trainer is invaluable. He discusses proper form as I demonstrate squats, lunges, push-ups, planks, and supine pull-ups. Watch for his explanations of why these 5 moves are at the core of any well-designed muscle building routine. Remember, you can optimize your workout by widely spacing your exercises and moving quickly from one to the next, keeping your heart rate up. This gives you an aerobic workout while doing strength training. So let's get back to the gym.
So one of our foundational exercises is going to be the squat. So I like to start these body weight. So we're just gonna go a little bit past hip width. We're gonna point the toes out slightly. Hands can come out in front for balance across the chest, whatever you prefer. And then we're just gonna squat down in whatever range of motion we can comfortably go into. So we'll start with a set of 10 here. After this, if it's a little bit easy, I got a way I can make it a little tougher for you. Yeah, good range of motion. Let's get 3 more here. And time. Okay, don't go too far. Those looked a little easy. So we can make these a little tougher just by holding a weight close to your chest. The further the weight is from your body, the more strain that's going to put on the back. So we just want to keep that weight close to the chest. Foot position was perfect, and we're just going to squat straight up and down. We'll get another set of 10 here. We'll get 3 more here. Perfect. There you go. Squat looks good. So another fantastic foundational movement we want to do is just a good old-fashioned push-up. So with this, we're going to get down onto the mat. We're going to have the hands just a little bit past shoulder width. We're going to press all the way till we get the arms locked out, and then we're going to come back down again as deep as we can comfortably go. This is going to be fantastic for the chest, arms, shoulders, get a little bit of core work in here as well. So let's just get a set of 5 here to start.
Easier said than done.
Let's get 1 more here. Perfect. Okay, now a good thing to add is if push-ups from the floor are a little bit too difficult, we can also do these from an incline, which will make it a little bit easier, but still allow us to use the proper form for the movement. So we're just gonna take that away. And you can use anything. You could use a box, a countertop, a set of stairs, anything that allows you to just bring your arms up onto a little bit of an incline. And push-up form is gonna look the exact same here, and we'll just go for another set of 5 on these. Excellent, perfect. And another good thing about these, just like the squats, you can do them just about anywhere.
Thank you.
Moving forward with our foundational exercises, we've kind of covered a little bit of upper body, a little bit of lower body, so now we want to hit the core. So a fantastic movement for just about everybody is going to be the plank. We have a couple options that we're going to go through if the variations become a little bit too easy. So we're going to start with just a regular good old-fashioned plank. We're just going to come right down onto the forearms. We're going to keep the back in a nice straight line. And with this exercise, we're mainly going to focus on holding for time. So we're just going to hang on for about 15-20 seconds here for a demo, and then we're going to go into some alternatives here. So you can see nice perfect straight back here. We're really focusing on squeezing the abs. If we're doing this and we maybe feel a little something in the low back that doesn't feel too good, then we can emphasize a glute squeeze in here as well, and that'll shift a little bit of pressure off the back. Let's get 5 more seconds here. And time. Perfect. So generally with these, we want to work our way up to 45, 60 seconds, maybe a minute and a half if you're feeling crazy. If these are a little bit too easy, one way we can make these tougher is we're going to get into the same starting position. And then all we're going to do is we're just going to alternate going from the high position to the low position. Nice and slow, just like that for time. So let's try that here for 15 or 20 seconds. Now you'll notice on this one, the back will rotate a little bit side to side, and that's totally normal just because we're coming down one arm at a time. And time. Perfect. Okay. So plank is really good. We're really focusing on the abdominal muscles here. We get a little bit with the back as well. We do have abdominal muscles on the side called the obliques. If we want to target those, the last variation we're going to do here is going to be a side plank. So we'll get into a side plank position here, forearm on the ground. Yeah, that's perfect. So you can see we're in a nice straight line. The shoulder, hips, and ankles are all in alignment. Same thing with this variation. We're just focusing on holding for time. And you can see the hand is up in the air here too. That'll make it a little bit tougher. If you need a little bit more stability, you can always bring that hand down to the ground just to give you a little bit of support. And time. Perfect. And with this variation, we do want to do both sides just so we get the right side and the left side involved as well. Okay. And just a little touch up from the first two exercises, our push-ups and our squats. One thing I just want to add is those are all going to be compound movements. So we got multiple joints working at once. They're going to use the most muscles that we can possibly use in kind of one single exercise. The push-up's going to focus on the shoulders, the chest, the arms. You get a little bit of indirect core work is there as well. And with the squats, predominantly those are going to be for the quadriceps, but we are getting a lot of range of motion at the hip, knees, and ankles as well, which is just important for joint health.
Thank you, Jesse.
My pleasure. Okay, so moving forward with our foundational exercises, number 4 on our list will be single leg lunges. So these are going to work predominantly the quads, the front of the legs, the hamstrings on the back of the legs, and a little bit of the glutes. These are also really, really, really good for balance and stability, which is something we all want to maintain for as long as we possibly can. So to get set up for this, we're just going to bring one leg forward, we're going to bring one leg back, and all we're looking for here is that we kind of want to get that back knee towards the ground. If the range of motion isn't there right away, just work in the range of motion that you have now.
I'm going to stand back just a bit so.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll bring one leg forward, any which one you want to start. That back heel is going to stay off the ground just like that. And then now we're just going to bring that knee towards the ground, and then we're just going to straighten right back up. And we'll do the other leg just for good measure here too. And right back up. Perfect. So these are plenty tough on their own. You can also hold a dumbbell like we did for our squats if you want to add a little bit more weight. But to make these more challenging, I like the walking lunge. So what we're going to do here, so we'll start back here. We're just going to alternate between left leg and right leg. We're just going to take a step forward with the right, and then we're going to alternate forward with the left. Good, and again, getting that back knee down to the ground if we can. Perfect. Good. And again, if these become a little too easy, we can hold a weight just like the squat, or we can hold a dumbbell, one in each hand as well too. Our last foundational movement is going to be an inverted row for the back. Most of the movements we've covered so far are relatively easy to do without any equipment. You can do them at home, you can do them in the gym. Training the back becomes a little bit more difficult, so we're going to go over a couple of variations to help you get through those. So what we have set up right now is a TRX. TRX is a good brand, but there's lots of other ones that work as well. You can use gymnastic rings, just anything that you can anchor from a solid point. So what we're going to do to start is we're going to have you lie down here on the mat. And we want the handles set up so that you can reach them from the ground, but there's a little bit of a bend in the elbow. So variation 1, we're just going to keep the feet on the ground, and we're just going to have you pull straight up as high as you can. Perfect. Let's get one more here. Excellent. Okay. So what's nice about this is we're getting a nice big range of motion. If this is a little bit too easy, we can challenge this by going with a straight leg. So we'll have the legs straight out here, heels will stay on the ground, and we're just going to do the same movement, just rowing up as high as you can. And time. Perfect. Okay, so if we do not have access to any of the equipment we would typically use for work in the back, a great bodyweight alternative is going to be the Superman exercise. So we have a couple of variations we're going to do. So the first one, we're just going to come down onto the mat, laying face down. For this first variation, we just want to focus on the arms. Everything below the waist will stay on the ground. We're going to keep the arms straight, thumbs up towards the ceiling, and then we're just going to raise the arms as high as we can and right back down. So we'll get 5 reps here to start. Perfect. Okay. If this variation is a little bit too easy, step 2, we're going to bring the legs into the mix. So upper body's going to do the exact same thing, and now we're just going to bring the feet off of the ground, and we're going to really contract that back as the legs and the arms come into the air. So we'll get 5 here with this variation. Perfect. So, a couple ways we can make this tougher. We can add a little bit of a pause at the top, whether we're doing, this just the arm variation or the legs and the arms. Another thing we can do is we can hold on to a small weight with both hands as we bring that overhead. And we can also just do on a hold where we're going to hold that position at the top for 15, 25, 30 seconds.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Did you want to maybe talk about your podcast?
Well, I would love to. So a coworker and I have a podcast called No BS Fitness. Just like the title sounds, we like to take the BS out of the fitness industry. There is a lot of conflicting advice and exercise advice that we're just trying to dispel some of those fitness myths and just make it easy for people to get into exercise and get started. Sometimes we like to overcomplicate things, and that scares it scares some people from actually just starting the program. So we have a podcast every week, talk about different fitness topics, and we try and inject a little bit of our poor sense of humor in there as well too.
You two are great together. Yeah, so thank you very much. This has been, I hope people find this very helpful. Certainly we have, I think I've learned a lot through all of this. So thank you very much.
Oh, it's been a pleasure.
So now you know why you need strong, healthy muscles. You know how to design a program to increase your muscle mass. And you know the 5 most important exercises in any weightlifting program. You have everything you need to get started. Take it away. In my next video, I'm pivoting away from exercise to diet. You're going to learn exactly how I feel about healthy eating. It may surprise you. Fair winds, my friends.